rotation.
Yeah, you did that.
How was it working with Dream in that?
Oh, Dream is a
And
good
Tricky in it.
Dream, man. He's like a mini musical genius, man. You know, I think he's like a younger version, young version of R. Kelly, like coming up, because he writes these melodies and you don't even know where it comes from. It's not even too much going on that hook. It's just and it feels so good, man.
Right.
One thing about that record is I was making a theme album. And that record really didn't fit too much in theme, but it was so, the energy of it, like everybody who was in the studio, they'll come walk in, they'll sit down, and then they'll catch themselves like just bopping.
Right.
And I was watching that, so I was like, yo, the energy of the song automatically gets people, like, even unconsciously, not even knowing that they bopping to it, so I had to pull a joint, you know what I mean?
I asked you while we were off the air, you know, how does it feel, the fact that, you know, you come to Atlanta, you said in that song, like, you know JD well, you down here working with the Atlanta producers, they love you in the South, but you never lost the New York swagger. Like, you always stick with, like, there's a lot of dudes coming out of New York, not to mention any names, that feel like in order to be down now, they got to do a down south, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they got to do a down south record.
Right.
And I don't really, like...
Right, I mean, you got to stay true to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Even when I mix and mingle and I do records with South artists, you know what I mean, I try to stay true to myself. And not even try, I do stay true to myself. So, you know what I mean, I think people see that and they respect you. They respect what you do and respect you for you. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to be somebody else, people don't really get it and they don't understand what you're doing, because one minute you're doing this and one minute you're doing that. So, you know, I always continue to show love to the South too. I always come down, you know what I mean, just doing stuff like mixing and mingling and getting out the Velvet Room and stuff like that is always a help as well. You know,
you know, out of all the people that are out right now, who's the most respected rapper out to you? Because there's nobody right now that would say, you know what, I'll take Fabolous on. Ain't nobody would take you on. But for somebody who everybody else respects, who is the person that's top on your list lyrically?
Top on my list, I would have to say is Jay-Z.
I knew he was going to say that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Jay is Jay, and of course he's a dope and well-known lyricist. But I think like the longevity that he's put into the game it speaks for itself too. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many people who have had timeless hits, who've had classic albums, who've had made bukus of money on top of that, you know what I'm saying, as well as Jay-Z has done. So, I mean, he's pretty much in the rap category, he's at the top. He's the end-all be-all on my list.
What about vocals, like a singer? Who's your favorite singer right now? Could be male or female.
Male or female, who's my favorite
Yeah, like
singer?
you grooving to, like, man.
It switches up sometimes. Sometimes people blow me away. Sometimes you catch on to people a little late. I mean, one dude that I can say definitely, of course, that I've worked with a lot is Neo. You know what I'm saying? Neo is a very talented singer. You know, his range is incredible. You know what I mean? When he did the Michael Jackson tribute at the BET Awards, he was one of the dudes who actually sound
like
very
Michael.
in pocket. Yeah, he sounded dead and on mic, and you know what I'm saying? Besides that, he's a very talented songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Make Me Better actually was a whole song that he had wrote at first, and I took it and put raps to it because it sounded like it could be a dope rap record as well. So I heard it, I was like, yo, this kid is amazing with that pen, you know what I mean? So I definitely respect Neo's rap.
One more question for you, and I got two more calls because I know you got to roll. What's your take on the auto-tunes argument?
I think, you know, Jay did the DOA song, and I think in a way he spoke kind of what a lot of people was feeling, because auto-tune started being people's crutch, you know what I'm saying? It started being like a trend. It started being like how, you know, when something is popular and everybody's just doing it because it's popular, it's not what, you know what I'm saying, they should be doing. And I think by DOA, by the death of auto-tune, was kind of something to say, all right, let's end the trend here, you know what I'm saying? A few people did the auto-tune and was successful, as you know, the Kanye West and Lil Wayne and, you know, T-Pain. But I think people saw those successes and said, oh, okay, you know, I don't have to have as much talent as I need to have anymore. I can just put this thing on my throat and this thing on my voice and just make some melodies and stretch out and really act like I can sing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's where it became like bad for it. And I think Jay just tried to put the end to that.
The thing I worry about is, which I don't see with you, is the lack of live talent with people that use auto-tunes. Like, they
Because
can't
when you
do
go
that
out
live.
on stage, you can't. It's not the same thing.
It's
like
not the same thing.
Not to take a shot at anybody, but I saw a few people perform live, and it sounds like a completely different person. You know, you can't even get into the feel of it. You know what I mean? They might as well lip sing it because it's not the same voice or tone or anything.
Absolutely. All right, 2 calls real quick. V103, you're on with Fabulous. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
What's going on?
Hey, man, what's up, man?
I'm cool. What's up, man?
Everything all right, man. I just want to know, tell you, respect you as a rapper, and commend you for doing what you're doing. It's better than talk to you.
Appreciate that.
And I just want to tell you, man, my wife, man, I just want to tell you something. My wife, she don't even listen to rap, you know what I'm saying? She just R&B jazz type of person.
Yeah.
But when she heard you with Tamia,
Yeah.
man, she would have bought your album, man.
See,
Aww.
See, they gotta commend me for that, man. I'm converting some of the people over to hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't even listen to hip hop. They hear some good music. Is good music. You know what I'm saying?
How about it? V103, you're on with Fabulous.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
How you doing, Evelyn? My name is Ivory.
Good morning, Ivory.
Hi, and I was just calling because you are like my biggest fan. I'm an